All right, during our last session, we saw the Aimless start their new adventure into the plane of air. As they first arrived, they gathered their senses, made their way across, having turned the former king of the dwarves into a flying creature. They visited a small island with winged creatures that caught their attention as they caught theirs, and then eventually made their way to another floating island in the sky. As they approached, creatures came forth, spoke to them, and immediately recognized the king. Bringing them to this floating palace in the sky, they were able to meet the king of this realm, and through some negotiations, having unpleasant dealings, the group that traveled so far is now trying to watch their backs while still trying to get assistance for the plane of fire. Let's join them now.
Right. And I think we were saying we're ready to go meet King again, right?
I think so. You said you got word from your people.
Yes, I did. Yeah, so we prepared that proposal that we kind of jotted down as notes for ourselves. See if we agree to that.
Yes.
We can provide him with that now.
I believe, so this is something that maybe YouTube didn't hear. I believe there were some edits. I don't know if they were made already, but I think some changes were made after we cut off YouTube. So I don't know if it's been updated or not.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Let me.
So if you guys want to take a look at that super fast, then you
What
can.
did we change after? I don't
Um,
remember any.
I think it was the one of them that stuck out to my mind was you will immediately provide men to aid us. I think that was something that was changed.
No, yeah, I actually left that as it is. Didn't change it yet.
Yeah. And I think there was like one or two other sentences that was just kind of like maybe the plane of air king might have issue with, but I'll read it now.
Got immediately now.
Yeah. Ingo, do you see anything else for the thing?
I'm also reading it right now.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was the part where only the king may attend and no guards.
Hmm.
That was a
Okay.
part that I think you're saying you might have an issue with,
Hmm.
And also the memory altering.
and memory
Not
altering
really
as
sure
well.
on that. But if
I mean,
they would want guards, they would still have to be limited in number,
Mm-hmm.
and I would say that we would require that their memory of the entire state be wiped.
Okay.
I think that's actually what I was going to suggest. Is that yeah, like allow him at least 2 guards so that way he can feel comfortable. But at the same time, yeah, no, the memory wiping. If that is a actual like must, then that's something that they all will have to get.
Hmm.
So
Okay, then I can edit that part to say only 2 guards may. Oh, not in editing.
So while you're typing that, just for YouTube's sake, there was one part. I'll read the first sentence. Upon agreement, we will immediately provide the portal codes to the Feywild and the plane of air. You will provide us. You will immediately provide us to men to aid us. So that got changed to you will provide men to aid us. So the immediately part is taken out. And we said after the session, because first, they wanted to get the plane of water on their side, so it might not take immediate time, and also just kind of preparation's sake. So the immediate part was taken out, and then only the king may attend, no guards. This one, the king might outright reject it. So Locke and Engel were both saying that guards may attend, but again, their memory would have to be wiped on how to get there and come back. So not so much wiping the memory of any questions or interviews or interrogations, but just how to get to this very secret place. Is that right?
I was
Yeah,
focusing on writing, so I don't know.
I think that's mostly right.
Hmm.
There's something else too that was actually really
Yeah,
important.
I'm actually, maybe it was already, because I see on the back or on the bottom that Luck already edited, so maybe there was something we already discussed and was edited at that time, at the end.
This thing.
Well, there was edited now from removing the immediate form. So.
Yeah.
Oh,
think-
it was a Feywild. That's right. Because we can't just. You were saying something about like we don't want to just sit there and like leave him there. We want to go ahead and kind of like.
We were discussing what to do with that. We do have that one person from the Feywild, what we discussed.
Yeah.
Who was one of the refugees? Who,
yes.
Yeah.
It's still
yeah.
we would like send him to the Feywild first, in order to.
Yeah. So okay, so again,
word for him.
YouTube.
You might want to check with him first, but something along those lines. Yes.
YouTube. The Feywild was brought up, and then near the end, Alma took control of one of the guards, was able to talk to the group, and she as well approved the Feywild, saying that's a good idea. But after the session, it was kind of just said that if you send him to the Feywild and there's no like warm welcome, or there's no like acceptance of this guy, then maybe there's retaliation, or maybe there's this or that kind of thing. Maybe they screw him over in the end and it comes back to bite them. So I think it was discussed that you guys wanted to check with someone first.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, because I remember we were saying that like even though we could just send him there and then everything will be fine, we don't know if he's gonna have if he'll be welcomed, and if he's not welcomed, then he might look at the deal like, "Hey, you guys screwed me over."
Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, so I guess just look it over one more time, because this will be the binding kind of, although not written, it will be the binding oral contract.
Well, I was gonna say, should we also let the Bernie look at it as well?
Well, this one, from what I gathered at the end of the session, this was like kind of all of the parties involved. Simon and King are also like chatting. It's more of like, hey, like, what do we think about this? That's what I understood. It might be different. You might have guys like actually written it down. So I don't know.
I mean, if Bernie and them have contributed to this and they think it's okay, then it's fine.
Yeah. That's what after the session I was kind of like trying to talk as Bernie, kind of.
Got you.
Yeah. Because he definitely wants to have the diplomatic approach.
I think we also said one thing we could do would be like accompany Aramis to the Feywild, like as he's setting up there. We want to try not to have to do that, just in case the locals are not very friendly to that, then that would also sour our relationship with them. But I think if there's no other way, that's a concession I'd be willing to make, I think. What do you think, Engel?
Yeah, I'm done. That sounds good to me.
Right. We won't put that in yet, but like in case he asks for more, that's one thing we could like add to the scales, so to speak.
Okay.
Okay.
So just look it over once more, and if everything's all cool, then I guess whoever wants to go over there and grab him.
Uh, I guess, do you want to go or do you want me to go?
Is it already?
Well, I'm reading through it right now.
Mm-mm.
Okay. I haven't heard anything on lock. I thought I was like, oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he went over to the north side, the north good lord, entrance. So go
think-
east and then go immediately north.
The only thing we could change is in the very end. We guarantee your safe return to your people. And instead of Friday, you uphold your side of the bargain, which would mean it's legal for him to do all the things we talked about, but also kill a bunch of my folks at home. But instead say, provided you guarantee safety for everyone else there.
Okay.
Or I guess he wouldn't really have to guarantee their safety from any means, just from himself and his men. Sure. You and your men. So. Anyone. And... Okay. Yeah, there. That should be good. Okay. Yeah, then we're ready.
All right.
Did you want to go grab him or should I go?
Well, also, we all can technically approach him if this is it.
No? Alright, yeah.
All right.
That works too. And it's the building over there that he went into, right?
Can we pause YouTube for 1 minute?
Okay.
I just want to check just something. I need to... Okay, cool. So here you guys were saying about going to get the king now. And yes, he is north of you.
North would be that way?
Yep.
Okay.
As you begin approaching, the door opens up and one of the guards comes out. Are you ready?
Yes, we are.
All right. He turns around and calls for the king. The other guard approaches first, and the king follows suit.
Are Simon and Bernie also with us?
Yeah, they would be side by side.
Okay.
Yeah. There you go. Let's see if I can grab. Nice. Nope, that didn't work. There we go. As the king walks up. So, I believe we're finally ready to have a conversation. Is that right?
Indeed, sir. Here we have.
You know, asking for help, you sure do take quite some time.
Yeah, unfortunately, communications across realms are not as trivial as I'd like them to be, but we did our best.
We'll see about that. Please continue.
All right. We have a initial proposal that we can then further discuss if need be, but actually have it written down if you would want to have a read through it, maybe. And
you can read it to me.
All right.
Just
okay.
for YouTube's sake. Just for YouTube's sake.
So, our idea is upon agreement, we will immediately provide the portal codes to the Feywild and the Plane of Air, while you will provide your men to aid us once we move into battle against those denizens of the fire plane which are currently on the material plane. Then furthermore, as soon as the forces from the plane of fire have been removed from the material plane, be that by death or expulsion, for at least 2 continuous hours, we will initiate setting up a meeting with my hometown, which will then take place at the latest 1 month later. And said meeting will take place in my hometown. It may only be attended or left via means of transportation which are provided by us, namely it's going to be teleportation, and only 2 guards may accompany you. After the meeting, you would also need to allow a witch to erase parts of your memory, specifically, exclusively the sections that would allow locating the city. For example, the position of the sun while you're there, any maps you might catch an eye of, portal sigils that would teleport you there, without affecting anything of your memory that's part of the meeting, or obviously also not affecting anything from before or after you visit. While the memory of your guards of their time within the city would have to wiped entirely. And we would guarantee your safe return to your people. No harm will come to you, provided, of course, that you and your men do not harm anyone in my hometown, specifically at the meeting.
As he takes some time to think it through, you see him kind of gazing into the sky. It seems like 1 month might be a long time for whoever might die in battle, fighting your wars. I propose a week, maximum.
Right. The problem is I currently do not possess the ability to teleport us. We would have to find someone who possesses that kind of magic. If perhaps you knew someone that you could provide who would also be willing to completely wipe their memory of the sigils they used for the teleportation after the fact, and then we could definitely guarantee an expedited time frame. Otherwise, I'm not sure if 1 week is enough to get someone or find and get someone within our plane. We might need a little bit longer. I think we can come down from 1 month, maybe 2 weeks.
So you're saying the only thing holding you back from shortening in this time is travel?
Yes. The main thing, they might need some time to set up at the town, but that's definitely not going to take more than a couple days.
Again, he thinks things through. Travel won't be a problem. I can arrange to it. 1 week. At this point, you see his demeanor of kind of a blasé kind of attitude is kind of throwing all of the things that you're saying back in your face, and all of these kind of things have wiped away. And you see now he's got this very stern, very serious look that he's not playing. You see he's quite serious on this matter. He takes another thought of it. You said your hometown is Boda. I can get to Boda quickly.
That is not entirely the truth. I don't know.
What do you mean?
Well, Boda is in the right corner of the continent, but the name of my hometown is not Boda. I think I can reveal the name without further problems. So, since I have now conferred with them and they have agreed that they would be willing to host you, I'm sure I can also reveal the name to you, which is, and I would obviously say this from memory and not have to look through my notes. Utortix.
On a side note, what does that mean in your language?
Ooh, that's a good question. I never thought about that.
It means F you, buddy.
Let's see. Probably
You can think of
be-
it now. You can, yeah, you can come up with something now.
Yeah.
Yeah, names
It
are
doesn't
hard,
have.
right?
Yeah. It doesn't
Oh,
have.
DM, what's your name? God damn it!
It doesn't have an exact translation to common or even primordial, but something along the lines of sanctuary, uh, hiding place, or sort of a safe, secluded location.
Is sanctuary, or you said sanctuary, hiding place? Those are all kind of melded together in this term.
Yeah, it's a specific
Okay.
word that I don't have an exact translation for,
Okay.
but that's
Yeah, that works.
kind
That
of the
works.
meaning of it. Yeah.
As you say the town's name, you see kind of a smirk on the king's face, and he kind of looks to the side. How fitting. I'm sure. I'm sure it's a hiding place. But you said it's around Boda, correct?
Yeah, roughly. I actually don't know exactly where it is on a map either, because I don't think I've ever seen a map that would locate it. But yeah, it's like northeast. Yeah.
So the only thing that's holding us back is the timing of how fast to get to Boda, and then he says the name of the town. Is that correct?
Yes. Well, yeah, the means of transportation would have to be exclusively teleportation through a fixed teleportation circle located in my city, though. So we can't like go by air or ship. Um,
But you're saying this is near Boda.
somewhat, yes.
If I can arrange transportation to Boda within a week, then everything would be okay. And you see as he's saying that sentence, his brows, like his eyebrows seem to kind of like relax as he's waiting for this answer, like kind of like a dog waiting for some animal to turn its back. So you're saying it would be only 1 week if I can arrange transportation.
Actually, outside of the game, I know how to get past the like magic, like the storm that's keeping it hidden. I don't think I would, right?
I mean, you went out, you got out of the place. You were able
Yeah.
to,
Well, the
yeah.
way it works is basically that anyone that comes up to the storm gets kind of disoriented and just leaves in some other direction. So getting out is pretty easy. You just enter the storm and then you end up somewhere outside. I don't think getting in is as easy.
Well, I mean, like, your character would have most likely discussed, because your character was on the mission to gather information, and then eventually return and yada yada, and then yeah. So you would have at least, I would imagine, discussed how to get back. So I'm pretty sure
Okay.
you're knowledgeable. If not, you could definitely contact your people. Like you would know that.
And how long did my ship journey to the continent of Yatal take when I left? Was it
It was
just
from where you traveled to where it landed. It was probably like an hour and a half, maybe. I want to
okay?
say.
Okay.
Oh wait, maybe from here to there. I would say 2 hours, maybe three,
Okay.
to get
Um.
from where you left to where you ended up.
hmm, Would that would entail that travel there physically, which would mean the ship, which has a crew, that's a lot of memories to wipe. I don't think I can provide that. Or were you
You
thinking
said
of some other mean of
you.
travel that does not
Are you
require
talking?
a
Are you
crew?
talking to the king?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, we're back to the king now. Okay, please continue.
Yeah. Sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah. I can't say that I can guarantee that right away because anyone who knows how to get there would have to have their memories wiped, and we do not have the capacity to wipe an entire ship crew's memory. So what kind of travel were you thinking about?
He looks around and he just lifts, like, in the most kind of lackadaisical way possible. He just, like, lifts his hands slightly to his sides and says, I have 2 guards. And he lifts the other arm, pointing at you guys. I have 4 companions. This is enough for a crew. We don't need anyone else. And again, he responds, 1 week.
Right, 1 week starting when we arrive in Boda. Which it sounds like you can do very quickly, right?
1 week from when we say we agree to the terms.
You mean 1 week from now?
That's what we're talking about.
Well, my original proposal was 1 week from when the fire people have been repelled from our plane. We can go back to that. I think that's
Oh, yeah,
possible,
that's sorry. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. 1 week
Yeah.
after. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
Sorry.
works.
That was my mistake. Sorry. He meant 1 week after.
Yeah.
After he completed his task. Sorry.
All right. Yeah. If your transport to Boda happens within at least 3 days of that week, then sure.
Well, we'll already be in Kivik, I'm guessing, since that's where you say the conflict is occurring.
Yes.
So, 1 week from when we finish wrapping up the vermin that happens to be plaguing this ever important land of yours.
Yes. It's just you could essentially then decide to only bring us to Boda 6 days and 23 hours after we finish that, and then I could not get you to the meeting within that last remaining hour. That's just why I was thinking about starting our timer from when we arrive to Boda. But maybe instead of making it a week, we can say within, say, 3 days of arriving in Boda.
1 week from when I complete my task. Maximum. Not 3 days from Boda, not 3 days from when we get a ship, not 7 days from when we eat a sandwich. 1 week after I complete my task. You can see he's now getting very upset.
Right?
The significance seems to be choking you at this point.
Can I roll insight? Is he doing this because he wants to trick us? Because it would leave the door open for him to trick us and only bring us there within enough time so that we actually can't complete the week time frame.
You can roll to see if he's trying to trick you. You can see if he has deception in his eyes.
Oh, that's not great.
It's really hard to tell, as this is your first meeting with him, and this is your first meeting with pure, like, what would be pure blood of your kind. But from what you can gather, he's taking this very seriously. He's making sure the terms are very clear and precise. And once those terms, as you know, once those terms are set, they are not deviated from for no matter what reason.
All right. I agree to 1 week.
As he kind of smiles and thinks about it, I'm sure we'll be in, and then he says the name of your town again. I'm sure we'll be in that town before the week is over.
Okay.
So 1 week. And when will you be asking for our troops? My troops?
We are also about to go contact another plane. So we do need a little bit of time. It won't be long, though. I can also say definitely within less than a week. More likely, it's only gonna be like 2 days, but I can guarantee less than a week.
As you say, less than a week, and you suggest 2 days, you see his whole demeanor immediately relax. His eyebrows kind of are no longer furrowed. His shoulders kind of drop, and you see him kind of like tilt his head toward the sky, and it's like a breathe of like fresh air. 9 days at the list at the minimum. Okay. And you see like the faintest smirk across his face flash for the smallest amount of time. 9 days, possibly 10. I can accept this. You will have what you want, and he takes a second. I will find satisfaction. He nods. Is there anything else you and your men need?
Simply about technicality. How should we call upon you? Do you want me to? I can contact you across plane, but you would have to tell me who could contact you directly or one of your guards.
What's the fastest way to talk to me?
The same way I talk to my plane now, I would basically speak into your head across planes. Or, if you're not
And
comfortable with it being directly you, it could also be someone else you choose, but I have to meet them and know them.
and how would I get to where I need to get to? Because you can contact me, but I can't go anywhere.
It's true. Yeah, we would have to pick you up at the portal in your realm.
So I think if you contacted me 6 hours prior to you coming through the portal, we can meet you at the portal, ready to take care of what needs to be taken care of.
All right, yeah, that works.
Okay then.
All right.
6 hours prior. Let me just take one last look at the details, just to make sure he might have any other issues.
One also small detail that I would have to amend then, since we changed the means of travel, is that memory wiping would now have to, of course, extend slightly before and after the visit to the city itself, namely to erase the path that we took from Boda.
If you want to erase whatever memory you want of travel, you can do so when we reach Boda. I think that's acceptable. After that, whatever you may find interesting about your little town is okay with me. I think. And he kind of has this kind of pitiful look on his face. These people you're trying to protect, they're of no use to me. At least for the time being. Maybe that might prove useful at some point. Who knows? But no harm will come of your people. Don't worry about that.
All right.
Go on.
No, nothing. All right. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's
I just heard that and then that
good.
was it. Do you need anything while you're staying, or will you be leaving pretty soon?
I think we'll be leaving pretty soon, provided your guards could carry us over to the portal. We don't have the means of transporting ourselves anymore.
Is that all you need? Is just transportation?
Um, yes, also, I think your guard over there, the ice giant, I don't know his name, he said that he would want to accompany us. I don't know, is he too heavy to carry, or could he be carried as well? He wants to get back to his home plane, so he'll just with us for now, and then we'll drop him off there later if we can.
He takes a minute. This was not part of the deal, little one.
Oh, well, it's not really something I'm asking for. If you're not okay with him leaving, you can talk about it with him. It's not something that I'm demanding in any way. It's something he wishes.
And you feel strongly about it?
Personally, I don't. I think he did, but
He's going to insight check you on that. 11. Do you feel strongly about it?
well, I think I would
Do
have
you
to roll
care?
either persuasion or deception, right? Depending on what the truth is.
Deception. Deception.
Oh, not deception. I actually don't really mind if he ends up staying in. Really, I'm not forcing him to come. I would hope for it. He's allowed to
No,
leave.
he's asking, he's trying to insight if you actually do really care about this situation or not.
Ah, okay.
Because you're saying it doesn't really matter to you.
Also 11.
So,
What does that
yep,
mean?
so it means he wins it. He got the number. Yeah. So do you actually truly care or not?
Kinda. It's like side quest kind of caring, not main quest kind of caring.
On a level of how much you care.
1 to 10?
Yeah.
Like 6.5, 7.
Okay, good. So he sees that in your kind of expression, your kind of demeanor. He says, if this ice giant is important, and you do, all of you, truly want what's best for him, I understand. And then you see his kind of expression change. Persuade me.
Well, he said when we just chatted him up on the way that what he remembers of his home plane when I asked him whether he was from here was that it's cold. That immediately called to memory a place we've recently been to, a plane that we
He puts
accidentally
his
stumbled into.
he puts his hand up, kind of like stopping you. Tell me what you want to give me.
Um,
And you see his face turn into something sort of twisted and nefarious as he says that. What can you give me?
uh, hmm, I don't know. Angle, do you have some idea? I actually don't really care about the ice giant that much. I was just trying to help him.
I mean, clearly, I guess he's here for some servitude. So,
He himself said that he's not indebted anymore when I asked him. So I don't know.
well, that's not the case with the king right here. Apparently, the king feels otherwise, that he is indebted to him somehow, or indebted to his people. If he wants
Hmm.
us to persuade him.
He looks over to the two guards, and they immediately start walking over.
And then I am going to look to Bernie and I'll say, do we have anything that we could possibly persuade the king with?
You see Bernie's face just turning white as he's watching these guards bring over. Ready? Nope, that's not doing it. Why is it not doing it for me?
He's turn one.
There we go.
I guess I'll look to Bernie. It's like, everything okay?
He's just kind of like watching this thing unfold as he's kind of just like not sure what's going to happen.
Mm.
Bernie kind of turns to you, and to finally answer what you asked, that's the cat. You just hear him say very softly, the cat.
I look around for like a tiny feline. Huh?
You see kind of Bernie's hand kind of shake for a split second, like a nervous kind of tick. He kind of walks over as the ice giant is still making his way over, and leans over, and he says, kind of a whisper to you, that's the same expression he had with the cat.
Ah, gotcha.
You see the king put up his hand, curl every finger except his index, pointing up to the sky, and you see him kind of like lower his hand toward the ground as the two guards put their hands on either side of the frost giant, or on the waist, and kind of like pull him down to his knees, and they both draw their weapons. What can you give me?
Oh, I think you don't care about money, right? You like engineering?
Simon immediately goes and reaches for his sword, his hand on the actual handle itself, waiting to draw it out, waiting to unsheath it, still looking at the frost giant, who's looking around confused. The king walks over and, almost getting down to your level, he drops down like a few inches, looking directly into your eyes. What will you give me? Bargain.
Right. I have.
The frost giant looks at everyone. Sire? What's happening? The guard puts his sword toward the frost giant's stomach, and the other guard puts his sword to the frost giant's neck. You were saying?
I have a feat of engineering of elven make. Fortunately, or Engel, you have another one. Maybe we could offer both of them. Here, I pull out my flying contraption and I hold it with a flick of my wrist. Place it down. And then, Engel, do you want to show yours?
Engel?
Yeah, sure. I'll show mine. But I don't think he wants something like this. I think he
Do you
wants
have
something
anything
of equal
better?
value. He wants something of equal value.
I
I'm
don't have a
guessing.
person to give it.
Nor do I.
Hmm.
Sire,
That's
what's happening? He looks. You just see him. Just this crazed look go from Locke, slowly turning its neck, and just looking at the frost giant, and then just kind of cocking his neck to Engel into Locke.
Ingel has a very stern, really serious look on his face, knowing exactly what he's going to do, and will just stare at him in the eyes and just wait for him to hurry up and do it.
You see, in the blink of an eye, the the king kind of look over at you and see that stare, and he just smiles. Nah, I'm just kidding. You could take him. And start walking away. The two guards put their swords away, and then just literally just push right past you. And the king just turns around, walks back, and the two guards now kind of follow. And as he walks back, he bends down right in front of Locke, almost 2 or 3 inches from his face. I take things very seriously. 1 week, And he straightens his back out. And he starts walking away. The frost giant still on his knees, kind of looking around. What just happened?
We let him know that you wanted to join us on the way back, and I think he saw a chance to torment all of us a bit. But yeah, seems we're good to go, luckily.
Okay. Yeah.
The two guards walk back. And they come back and looking as angry and as strong as ever. They're eyeing all of the individuals down. At this point, Simon kind of releases his sword, and one of them walks right up to Engel and Locke and leans over, and the other one turns around, looks around, and says something that, Locke, you understand. He says pretty much the equivalent of okay or clear. And the one guard says to Locke, in his own language, "It's not safe here. The giant is lucky."
Yeah, I gathered.
You see kind of like a really sad look on the guard's face. And then you quickly see him kind of not really snap out of it, but kind of assume the role he was given and switches to common and says, "All right, let's go already. You and your dumb giant."
All right, two of you can carry all 5 of us, or you need some help?
We'll carry you 4 and come back for this one.
All right.
Right?
Yeah, we're ready.
Okay, here. Let's see if I can do this. Nope, that doesn't work. I was really hoping I could grab all at the same time and just literally teleport everyone at the same time, but that doesn't work.
Is one of these two one of the people that carried us here as well?
No, they are not. They are. You see them on patrol, flying ahead. Sorry, not ahead. Above. These are different individuals.
Mm.
Yeah.
While we're traveling, since we're teleporting, I guess I can do it here.
Yep.
I'll speak to the one that's carrying me, and I say,
In
I guess
common or in.
I'll say it in primordial, since they seem to be friendlier in that. Say, I didn't really want to mention this in front of the king, but do you know anything about a Djinni named Jessup the Great? I think. Wait.
You.
Jesmond the Grandiose.
You say the name, and the individual doesn't really recognize it. You seem like genuinely trying to think of who it might be, and he's just at a complete loss.
Dude,
I think that's the right one. Yes.
I'll call over
Yeah.
to the. Is the other one within earshot?
No, he's flying.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll ask the other one when we arrive. Then basically the same question.
Sure. Ingo, do you speak primordial?
Nope.
Okay. So then you don't. Yeah, you don't hear, or you don't understand. But it's just so you know, Locke. It's only this guard, you, and Engel. So there's no one else in earshot.
Yeah.
Okay. So you still want to stay in Primordial?
Yeah, because they seem to
Okay.
be friendly in Primordial and kind of in their role in common. Maybe that's
Okay.
that would be better.
Okay. So I'm just going to be going back and forth transferring everyone to the thing. So if you guys have now reached the portal, as well as the king and Simon, and now they are returning. So you 4 are alone. So
Did the other one, when he dropped the King and Simon off, when I asked him, did he know about Chessman?
did you ask him?
Yeah. The second one I
Okay,
went to
yeah.
ask him.
Again, he doesn't know.
Okay. I'll ask it. I'll ask them if I do they all look different? I mean, their minis are obviously exactly the same, but was there like a feature about the one that knew the name that I could point out to them? Like, did you have, I don't know, an ear missing, something?
I think they were different minis altogether. The minis
Oh
that I
right, the
showed
other
you
one
earlier,
actually looked like a Djinn. Yeah.
yeah. So these are entirely different.
Yeah. Then I'll ask him. There was a
There's no one
Djinni that.
there.
Oh, they already
already
left
went
again.
back. Yeah, they already went back. That's what I'm
And
saying.
then
You
I'll wait.
guys, the 4 of you guys, are completely alone. I just have them there because it's taking a long time to go back and forth. Because they're
Then
far away.
I'll ask them when they drop the giant off, right?
Okay.
Is there still coming with him?
Yes. Wait, what? Where'd the giant go? Did I drop him by chance? Uh-oh. I think I just lost the giant. Is the giant on you guys?
Mm-mm.
Oh boy.
In the island?
Is he with? No, I just went back to the island. There's no giant there. Oh, he's right next to you guys. He's literally right
yeah,
here.
there.
Okay. So, by the way, just so you know, Locke, that thing the guard said to you before picking you guys up and stuff like that was only in your language. Just so you know.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So they finally drop off the frost giant, and you guys are now. Everyone is now at the portal.
All right. They're also still here?
Yeah, everyone. Can you see them?
One more question for you. The Djinni that carried me to the island, do you know who that is? Did you see who carried me?
Yeah, it was one of the guards patrolling the skies.
Is he devoted to the king, or he
We're
also
all
glad
devoted
when
to
he
the
turns
king.
a corner?
We're all devoted to the king.
You think if I contacted him, he would report that to the king, even if the king didn't ask?
Report what?
I just want to find out about Chessman, and he said he knew the name, so I was gonna basically ask him about it later.
Jasmine, I don't. That's not a name that's familiar to us. Why would he report it to the king?
All right.
It's confusing to them. They're actually like it's not like they're trying to be dicks. They're just really confused. Like you mentioned a name, they just don't understand the significance of it.
It's just he's my father, you know. He's a Djinni. I'm looking for him.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, then we'll try talking with them. You said it was one of the guards in the skies, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll try and get a sense of who this one is. If it happens to be someone that is not aligned with our king, then I don't know what to tell you, but hopefully this individual is on the better side of things.
Like, can I contact you? I can contact people in their heads maybe tomorrow and ask what you found out. Or do you want to come back here?
I believe when you come back searching for an army, we can discuss things.
All right. Okay, thank you.
Sure. And you see them kind of like step back from the steps, and they kind of push the frost giant.
Okay, thank you. We'll see you in a couple days then.
Okay, yeah.
You might want to step back a bit. I think you're still within range. You will come with us.
They look down at the grass. We're okay.
All right. See, everyone else is maybe huddle up a bit just to be sure.
Mhm.
And important items here. I'll
Let's
do the
be honest,
thing.
where it's a little bit easier for me. Yeah, there we go.
I'll do the idea I had earlier about the king. I'll like move my hand as though I was pressing buttons, but actually my mage hand, which I can make invisible, will the real code for back on the Dark Mountain, the material plane code plus 6 at the end.
Okay. 6. All right. As your hand moves across the kind of number pad, the mage hand is working kind of in tandem. It's a little bit clumsy because this thing does take up a space. It does interact with your hand. So it's a little bit clumsy. So this one, let's roll for a sleight of hand check.
Yep.
Wow, all right. As clumsy as you might have thought you're doing, you actually did a really impressive job. You are, I guess, using your body in order to block the numbers. So with your performance and with covering the number pad itself, yeah, you hide it perfectly. And you push, what's the code?
You want the actual numbers?
No, what, like, you know where you're going, just what's the code?
Yeah, the Dark Mountain material plane, and 6 is
Gotcha,
the
okay, okay.
mountain where we fought
Gotcha.
the wyvern.
Mhm. Yeah. So now that you know that that's 6, you can just say you can say Dark Mountain. That's a cool name for it. That's a really cool
Okay.
name for it. Damn. Okay, so
I think
Dark Mountain.
I think I actually added as Evil Mountain in the notes, but that doesn't really fit that much anymore.
Oh no, I like Dark Mountain better. That's really cool. All right, so you push the number pad and enter for Dark Mountain. Uh, yeah, Dark Mountain or Mystery Mountain. All right, so you push in the numbers and away we go. Let's see. Uh, there's the giant lock. Next row, Ingle. Next row, Simon. Next is okay. Cool. All right, let's go over to the travel. Frost, Simon. Got it. Okay. Let's go over to travel. The time of the day is not this. Nope.
Should we just make a base here? You know, like since no one's really gonna be using it anymore.
We could make a little outpost. We have a house. Also, the well, I hit
I
him,
mean,
but
the only thing
Alma's
that
place
would
is close by.
The only thing that would
Or
kind
old
of
out
be
or old place, but yeah.
the only thing that would kind of be a bummer is the fact of the red circle. You'd have to be jumping over that.
Put some planks over it.
Yeah, those skeletons were long gone. So let's see, Bernie.
You can even like stone shape that red layer of rock away.
Yeah.
Crap. Head in my head. I think that's the correct. Okay, let's see. Yeah, this is right. Yeah.
This is at least
okay, cool.
currently the most conveniently placed portal that we know of. One next to Kovi is not great because the people at Kovi don't really like us apparently. And there's one next to Kiwik, but Kiwik is probably gonna be a ghost town pretty soon. One in the middle of Yatal, but we've never been there.
Those are the ones that just one last refresher. Those are the ones that guy knew about. Just so you know.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
We have some free time at some point. We could just try all the endings and see if they take us somewhere or not. And we could locate all the portals.
I think it was. Okay, cool. So you guys end up back in a familiar area.
So I look over to the ice chair and I ask him, "Hey, so now that we're not there anymore, is the king okay?"
He there's he's been broken up ever since his father passed. And he's been fixated on something I'm not sure of, but it's consumed him. And apparently he's looked as far as he can in our plane, and he's hell-bent on going to other planes. I don't know what happened, and I don't know why, but I guess seeing, and he looks over at Locke, seeing you, that reignited his passions. And he did... Oh, he doesn't know that. Never mind. He might bring that same passion, that same fire in his eyes to your town.
And what happened to his brother?
He vanished. From what I know, he's gone. The circumstances are a little bit hazy, as no one seems to talk about it, or even, I guess, know about it that much. But his father passed, and everyone seems to like the fact of not thinking about what might have happened to his brother. Because... Yes?
It happened at the same time, the father passing away and the brother disappearing.
Yes, yeah. It seems as though the king might have killed two birds with one stone, so to say.
Did he kill him?
Did who kill who?
Did the king kill his brother and his dad?
You hear um, Fireforge, speak up. He had that same look he had so many years ago when visiting Grenza. I saw him just doing unspeakable things to some animals, harming them, and that same crazy look on his face. He agreed not to harm anyone in your town, so I think it's safe. But giving him access to information, allowing him to ask what he needs, that side of things, I don't know what he'll do with that.
Oh.
Thankfully, the Feywild is what's been agreed upon.
Oh, we didn't give him the codes. Well, I guess we'll give him to him when he gives us them in spirits at the same time. Also, you guys didn't understand that because someone of you speaks Primordial, but the other guards, the ones that ended up carrying us back out, are actually of a similar mind to next giant here, I guess. They were like they were relieved when the king was out of earshot. I guess they're still serving him because what else would they do? It's their king, but I think they're too happy with his behavior.
What was said?
It
This
smells more
burning.
like fear, honestly.
Well, when he left, one of them said, "We're clear."
Yeah?
What did the other one say? I don't know exactly what they said, but the gist I got from it was they'd be happier if the previous king was still around.
Hmm.
Did they say that?
That's what he's saying.
Huh.
There you go. No matter.
No. I said no. No. This is
Oh,
this
okay,
is him
okay.
shocking.
Okay.
Wow.
I thought you were.
Okay.
Did he say that? Yeah. I see.
Oh, also, what we talked about in the end while we were standing there at the portal is they might be able to give me some leads on my father later on. We meet them again. We're gonna ask around.
That's good.
Well, I don't know. Our next goal is going to that town that the mute woman told us about, right?
I mean, do you want to
Yeah.
drop
Nope.
our giant friend off in that cold place we were telling him since we're here?
Yeah, we could go check that out. We're already at the portal.
Add a sidebar. Oh, yep. Never mind. I just remembered. Never mind.
What code
Nothing.
that was?
Nothing. Huh?
He said he just remembered. More than likely, it was something that he may have forgotten.
No. I was just gonna ask what portal you guys were talking about, but then I remembered what portal it was. Yeah.
Yeah, the one.
Yeah.
The one with a mountain on the coin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you want to go check that out? Turning towards the giant.
Yes. If anything, I'd love to be back at my home.
We don't really have much time to like come and investigate the place with you. Maybe a couple hours if you have help, but I don't know. Maybe you'll recognize it as soon as we arrive. Maybe you'll immediately be able to tell that that's not it either.
Okay.
If it's not, we can just come back here and we'll do what we can.
Yeah, we'll see what to do. All right. I'll enter the code then for the mountain. 14352.
Okay. Beep. Let me find the name of it.
Ingle says while it's booting up or while it's loading up the coordinates and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Hey, would this be a teleport or a quantum leap?
I'm trying to get back home.
He was just trying to get back home, guys.
Yeah. I guess that joke angle was only for me. I got it.
Oh yeah, that's right. I don't think Nim was old enough to be watching that.
Yeah.
The only thing it made me think of is Back to the Future, but I don't know. I don't know movie quotes, so I don't know if they would say that there.
No, Quantum Leap was an old American show where a
Yeah.
guy was
Oh,
jumping
no.
between dimensions and stuff like that, trying to get back to his
Trying to
home
get back.
dimension.
Yeah. And he had like this kind of guardian angel kind of guide kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What a
No, I
great
don't know
show. That was
that.
Scott Bakula.
Scott Bakula.
Man, he's the best. Jesus, I named all these places and they're so confusing.
Probably one of the unknown realms, one or two.
Yeah.
Maybe?
I'm going on Unknown Realm number 2 already. Nope. Those are building realms.
Oh, also, they're both called Unknown Realm 1.
Yeah. Because like there's a lot of places that I've named that I'm specifically trying to like not be so obvious, so you guys won't be like, oh, I know what that's gonna be.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to like name it like inconspicuous names.
I do think I just got a hint as to why you asked us if we could do an overlay.
Why is that?
There's a map named Telescope 1 and one named Telescope 2.
Yes, that's correct. Yeah. Because I can put the overlay on. Oh, did I find it?
Did you find it?
No. God damn it. Yeah. So like when I use the is it this one? When I use the overlay on my computer, like the very bottom where the good lord taskbar is like see-through. So it's not that great.
What's
Is it
Legend
Home
of the
Improvement?
Aimless?
Yeah.
That also a cryptic name, or is that something we've been to that I just forgot that it's called that?
I can check on it. Oh yeah, Home Improvements, that's why. Watch it be that's the one.
The Legend of the Aimless.
Watch it be that. Oh no! That was the Legend of Zelda map.
Ah, I see.
Yeah. Um Oh my god, there's so many maps on here. Good lord.
There's also
No?
Pirate Bay, not Pirate Bay, Pirate Bay.
Oh, did I say Pirate?
The E is missing.
Oh yeah, there is. That was a
Pirate
copied
Bay.
board from what do you call it? The tail, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh wait, is it this one? God, such an obvious name. Yeah, it's this one. Good lord. All right, let me set everyone up first.
It's Nightstone.
No, Nightstone is like this cool little spot that I saw on a. Like I recreated a vintage map from like the 1800s into a tiny town.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I like to go hard when I build. Oh, damn it. I just deleted something. Okay, cool. Let me pull you guys in. All right, summoning y'all. Let me put you guys in right here.
Yeah. Walls of Ice. That does look cool.
Yeah, I need to get rid of like a ton of minis that I've saved because this is ridiculous. Oh my lord.
Beyond the Veil.
Yes, sir. Alright. Give me.
I was just about to say, what? Was he always this big?
No, I just wanted to drop him in. It's just. He's.
It's 2x2.
Yeah. He's a biggin. Alright. Right. Choom. Oh, they're invisible. God damn it.
Invisible.
Indivisible under God. And then Simonium. Okay. Cool. Everyone's here. All right. You guys teleport, and the frost giant continues looking in the same direction. Yes. And immediately he looks around, and you see his eyes kind of close as the cold wind whips across his body. And as he opens his eyes, you see his eyes just turn to just shock and kind of sadness. This is definitely not my home.
Okay.
At this point, you do see the thing in front of you is actually a building. I just didn't construct because I've got it hidden. But you do see a light right here. You see one of the light is on. And the frost giant immediately turns, and I enjoy the weather. And as you look out, the night sky, it's not accurate, but this is pretty much more accurate.
Gotcha.
This is
So
more.
it's just really dark.
No, there's no sun, there are no stars, there's nothing in the sky to light anything up.
Ooh.
Shadow Realm.
It is complete emptiness.
I call Shadowfell.
Wait. The light that's in here,
Yes,
right
sir.
here.
Yes, sir.
Does it look like light, or is there a darkish hue? Like there's fog there. That's obscures it a little bit.
There's light.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Can I see the light clearly, or is there a fog around us as well?
Nope, it's light.
Okay, cool. Making sure. I've heard of another realm that has no light or has very little light, but that one has a mist going around it.
Mm-hmm. It is not that.
I'll send my bat and look through its eyes, and I'll have it fly more to the left side of the building and then come along, and then here it's just gonna hang onto the wall and crawl on the wall until I can peek into the window.
So I didn't get to do everything so beautiful, but there are curtains in hanging in each one. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Locke. If he says that this isn't where this isn't his realm, I'd say let's just go ahead and just go back. That's not.
All right. Okay. Call the bat back, and then let's go.
Because I don't know, something about not being able to see stars at night or anything at all in the sky, and it's just pitch black.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying earlier when you guys first arrived here. I was like, you guys look out and there is nothingness.
It's void.
Yeah.
Okay.
As I was saying, everything past that kind of icy crag on either side, it's just nothing.
Yeah. Actually, there is another way I can tell if this is where I think it is.
Where do you think it is?
With my clerical sense, can I still kind of feel my deity? If I were to hold on to my
You do not.
I don't feel my deity?
No.
Shit. Yeah, we have to get out of here now.
Okay. Entering the code back home.
What's the code?
The one for the can give you the number if you want. The one for the mountain.
Yeah, Dark Mountain. Yeah. Okay. You guys teleport to Dark Mountain. I'll pull you guys over. If you guys want to do it yourself, it's fine too. Okay. Yeah, I definitely need to get rid of a lot of these things that are saved.
Oh god, Locke's still there. There he is.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Then Angle checks his pendant again to see if he can kind of still feel his deity. Here.
As you check it, you feel
yeah.
nothing at first, but then you feel like this kind of warm sense come back to it.
Okay, cool. Okay. We should never go there ever again. Ever.
Okay.
When I was being trained by my deity, I was told that there are areas and realms where he can't enter, and it's just a black hole of to them. It's a void where they can't see, they can't be seen. And as far as I know, or from what he told me, certain places like that are either controlled by one single entity, meaning they control everything that happens in that realm, or it's a place that no one can penetrate. And for a cleric like me, and even for us, even you don't want to end up there because only bad things usually tend to live there.
Okay. I'll update our notes on that. Bad place.
Yeah,
Void.
you don't need to go
Question
there.
mark. There's something else we could do because most codes have a rhyme or reason to them. We could see if we can guess the code to the realm of frost or ice, cold. Example. Let's see. This
Well, I looked at the ice giant, so it wasn't our realm, right? It wasn't here that you're from. Because I have seen giant folk here before, or we've heard of folk.
As you're talking to him, you see kind of like a little bit of his brow sweating in a sense, but pretty much melting. He's just trying to catch his breath. No, not here.
Okay.
Let me try something. I'll enter. Well, the code I enter is 13245, and for information, I'm trying to guess the cold plane, so I transcoded frost, the word, into a portal code.
My laptop is dead. What's the number? This is actually a good point because this is 2 hours. This is when I need to jump off, so we can start it from. But what's the code you enter?
13245.
Let me plug my laptop in. Hopefully I can get power. 1 second.
Well, he's gone. Angle, do you have any other ideas for what words could lead to the plane of cold? They're all like 5 letters long, or mostly. One exception so far.
Chill, Chill.
Chill, yeah.
Snowy.
Oh wait, I just realized it's on my OneNote, I think. Let me check that too. And why is my laptop not doing that? Oh, it is. Okay. Okay, yeah, it's pulled up. What number are you typing in?
1, 3, 2, 4, 5.
Wait. Oh, that's fast. 3, 2, 4, 5.
Yeah, with the 1 in the beginning. 1, 3, 2, 4, 5.
Oh, 1, 3. All right, let me take a second. I have to go through each one by one. 1, 3. 1, 3, 2, 4, 5. Okay, not there, not there. Because you might be ending up going to someplace you might not have expected.
I sort of got it. If we're going to be in that place with the frost lizard, it's going to suck. Which, by the way, I've been thinking about that. So, the frost lizard, or the frost salamander, it's not from our plane, is it? Because it was brought in from a different plane.
Yes.
Okay, so if I banish it, it'll just go back to where it's supposed to go. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Unless you end up in the place where it's from, and then, yeah.
Well, no, I'm talking about the one that's in the mountain.
That's a great great point for this guy as well. That we could just banish him if we can't find the plane ourselves.
If he would be down for that, yeah, I can do that.
To end up randomly in another plane?
Well, in his plane. I'll banish him to his plane.
Yes, I'm saying randomly. I do not see 1, 3, 2, 4, 5. I'm just making sure on the last locations. Yeah, it is not a listed teleportation. So the teleportation fails.
Not that one. But in that case, I guess we can pick this up next time.
I mean, if you want to try another one, that's okay. I was just thinking in terms of having to plug the laptop in, but then I opened it on OneNote and we're good because the laptop's kind of old. So if you want to try, you said 2 more. You said?
Yeah, we have 2 more. The next one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.
Oh, let's see. 1, 2. 1, 2.
1, 2, 3, 4, 4.
2, 3, 4, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. No. Yeah, 1 is actually kind of a very not used beginning number, so this is actually going pretty fast.
Actually, that's the last one, because I just realized the last one that we came up with is actually the Feywild. Snowy gives the same code as Fairy.
Huh. That's funny.
Yeah. Okay, so then we're out of codes to try. You have to choose in you to banish him now, if he wants. Is that an option?
You can accept it if you'd like. It's up to him.
Right. You want to offer
1,
it?
2, 3, 4, 4. Yeah, it's not here.
Okay.
Yeah, 1 is not a widely used beginning digit.
Okay.
What was the word you had? You said snowy?
Snowy gives the same as fairy, so that one we didn't try. The one we just tried was chill.
I see. I'm trying to think of the word that's associated with this. I wrote it down in the laptop, but I have it just the actual code on OneNote, and there's no like explanation of what the word is. Yep. So both codes you tried, they didn't go through.
No. Do you want to give your proposal?
That's up to you if you want to ask him.
Keep trying. I mean, it's your choice. You can ask him if you want.
Yeah, Engel, you can ask. Otherwise, if he doesn't want that, then there's the mountains next to Toria, and there's also the ice cave that you mentioned. Good work.
I mean, if we go to the ice cave, we'll have to worry about the giant dragon lizard.
Yeah, and it's also
Salamander.
a further trek. So since we're on running out of time, we would probably have to bring him to the mountain next to Toria where the Yetis are first, and then pick him up there later again to bring him to the ice cave.
I mean, I'll ask him. We can ask him right now.
Yeah.
I asked the ice giant, would you rather me banish you to your home plane? It'll be easier that way for you to get there, but I don't know where you'll end up at. All I know is that I'll send you to your home plane, and that's it.
He thinks about it. That
Yeah, and the alternative to that would be a mountain in this realm that we know. Yetis live there, so it's pretty cold, and there's snow, but definitely not as cold as your plane.
You won't be in where you would normally want to be at. But, yeah.
he thinks about it for like as soon as Engel said it, he was already giving his answer, and says that would be acceptable.
Okay. All right, then I will send you off to your own plane now. And so I cast banishment on
Hope
him.
we meet again.
Okay.
Yeah, and I guess he chooses to not succeed his charisma saving throw.
Okay. You cast banishment, and he's gone.
Pop. And it says, all right, so the target is native to a different plane of existence than you're on. The target is banished with the faint popping noise. Return to its home plane. If the spell ends before 1 minute has passed, the target reappears in a space left or in the nearest unoccupied space that is occupied. Otherwise, the target does not return. So I'm going to do a concentration for up to 1 minute, I guess, to let it, to let it fully go all the way through.
Just
And then
give me 5 seconds. Just 5 seconds.
Yeah, I think I'm reading it right though, right, Locke? Like in terms of just
Yeah.
All I have to do is spin a minute
for the full minute. They'll stay.
And they'll stay. Yeah.
Sorry about that. Please continue.
Okay, no, I was gonna say I keep it going for 1 minute to allow the full minute of
yeah. Okay.
concentration, so that way he can stay in his home plane and not come back here.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Perfect. Yeah, that works.
Okay.
Nice. All right. He stays there, and he's gone for good. Never to be seen of again.
For now.
Forever.
Who knows? We might end up there anyway.
If you're ever sitting around in the evening and I haven't really done a lot of magic that day yet, try to remind me to contact him to ask how he's doing.
Do you remember his name?
I don't need to know his name. I just need to know him.
Oh, okay. Okay. I thought you had like no.
Person.
Okay. Cool. Okay. Do you remember his name?
No.
Isn't it like Iron or something?
You did ask.
We did?
Yeah.
Oh, then.
Yeah, we did.
I'm sure it's in my notes then. Otherwise, why would I ask?
Falcon. Felkin. Falcon.
Falcon.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure you wrote it down because I remember spelling it. I'm pretty sure.
Actually, you want to ask him now real quick if you want to... Or actually, no, we got to go, don't we? Yeah.
You can ask him now. It's okay.
Yeah.
Ask him what?
Oh, if he's safe, if he made it.
Oh no, I can't. I'm out of juice for.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Because you have to wait a day. That's right. All right.
Okay,
before we end the session, what's the next step for the nameless adventurers?
Former
Armless.
That's our official name.
Armless.
Hey, actually, That's actually something I thought about when he was asking for a price, because we're about to go back to my hometown. It's like, maybe I'll offer him to chop off my other hand for fun, and then I'll just get it back when we go to my town.
Wow. Wow.
Then I
Do
would
you
be
guys have a name or no?
Well, the former Aimless. That's our official name.
Okay, former Aimless.
I guess. I
The
don't know.
adventurers formerly known as Aimless.
Of course, you do know that former Aimless might get chopped down to the Fameless. Just so you guys know.
As long as we're not maidenless, I'm okay.
So what's next on the agenda for the former Aimless?
I think we have to go back to the kings, right, and like talk to them.
Well, no, we have to go to. Okay, so we talked to that woman. Well, talked is kind of we talked. She didn't really say anything back. She only wrote stuff, but
Communicated, communicated.
Yeah, she said we should get to Boglio before either going to the plane of air or what's the other thing we wanted to do where she said Boglio first? Else. I don't know. So, but I think that's probably the next stop. Get to Boglio fast as we can.
Okay.
Which I hope Tordia can help us out with that, because now we're on a time limit. We have 1 week to get everyone else together, and then the latest point that we have to call.
No. So you can, you have a week to call on them, but then after that, you have a week to take him there. So
yes,
2 weeks max, 9 days. You said the shortest for him to get to your hometown.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
It might even be longer than 2 weeks if the battle takes like multiple days.
True.
We have 1 week to start the battle,
but he's very confident.
Yeah.
He's very confident. Oh, he's very confident. He wants to get to your hometown.
Yeah, he's looking for something, that's for fucking sure.
What's that now?
Yeah, he's definitely looking for something, that's for sure.
He's looking for Coke's secret recipe.
Apparently, yeah.
Yep.
Also, the fact that he didn't want his name mentioned makes me think that he had previous dealings with them somehow.
Well, I think he thinks that his
and he speaks my language. Well, you probably didn't even realize that, but he recognized the name of my town as like the translation of it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess the whole gist is that his brother disappeared, so I'm guessing that, he's probably looking for his brother.
Why?
Maybe I'm thinking the person that we saved from the plane of fire, like the Djinni that was there, might be the brother, because that would be certainly a sudden disappearance without anyone knowing what happens if they just disappear to another realm.
Maybe. But he's looking for something, that's for sure. And he thinks that you guys might have it, because you talked about you and your father being half, Genasi, so he might think there's a link.
I mean, he knows that I'm half Djinn, because I am a Genasi, but I didn't tell him about my father. He doesn't know his name, unless the guard
I think
told
he
him.
kind of got the gist of it, honestly. It's not that hard to put 2 and 2 together if you're from the mortal plane, you're half air Genasi.
You think he knew who went there?
No, I think he knows that there's someone that went there, and he wants to know who and how they hid themselves on a mortal plane.
They didn't.
That's what I'm gathering.
How long ago was everything locked off?
1,000 years, I think.
No. Maybe. I think it was I think the number was 75 years ago. So it was before you guys were born. Something like that. It was 50 to 75 years.
I think I was just born.
There you go. Yeah.
So it was.
I think I'm actually older than Locke.
Yes, you
So
are.
when
It was about 4
when
years
you
before I was 4.
yeah, so Engel, when you were like a boy, you might have memory of uh Grenza and the disappearance of the king and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I heard stuff about it.
yeah, yep. So what's the agenda for the former Amos?
Boglio via Tordia, say. What's the time
Oh,
of day right now?
it is like 1 p.m.
That's unfortunate. I have to wait for a long rest.
Hmm.
Well, I guess the time doesn't really matter. We could just rest now and then. Yeah, no, I can't really. We can't really call the guy to teleport us in the middle of the night. That would be rude.
But we still want to check out what's his name to see if he made it okay.
Yeah, that's true.
Well,
So you said you're going straight to Boglio?
Boglio via Tordia, I'd say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Via Tordia. Gotcha.
So tomorrow we
Okay.
call on Tordia to get us to Tordia.
Hmm.
Then we can also actually take that woman with us who is from there.
Okay.
Probably be useful because she's there. And then
Hmm.
and then ask if that teleportation guy knows a tree somewhere around Boglio that he can drop us off at.
Hmm. Okay.
Okay. So yeah,
Can
I
you
guess
do-
this is the plan.
Can he do it twice
What's
a
up?
day, the tree, or can he only do it once a day?
I think it's once.
Oof, that means that we're stuck in Tordia for tomorrow.
That's true.
I can think of worse places.
I mean, you guys do have a lot of business there. You've got the refugees. You've got the
Yeah.
fish dude. You've got the voiceless woman. You've got stuff with your shop.
You know, I have an idea. I have an idea for what we can do with the rest of today, then, though, because, like I said, Alma's place is pretty close by. And I don't mean their old burnt down hideout. I mean the new one that they're setting up in is also not too far from here. We could take
Oh
her a
darn
visit
here! I
with
thought you
the
were gonna
rest
say
of
go
today.
shopping. I was say yes, Locke. Let's go.
They
You know,
might.
there's no entrance anymore, right? You remember that?
Well, no.
She's yeah. When
Thought they were still
she
building
did the
it.
whole teleport, no. She said, like when you guys went, you had to teleport to Archina, and then from Archina you teleported into the
Oh,
Dario Cross's former base.
okay.
Yeah, because she said she
Close, but I guess
closed
they
off
can
the
still
entrance. Yeah, she closed off the entrance.
then.
That's why you guys had to teleport twice in a row.
Because I do want to see if we can meet her again sometime soon. For her to like upgrade that chest of ours that you're carrying. Nice.
I
Okay.
see. Yeah.
Wait then.
I mean, you can contact her. You guys did talk to her earlier
Well,
today.
not right now though.
Yeah.
No, of
we'll
course
have
not.
to
Of
do it
course
later.
not. I'm just saying, like, you could, in the process, contact her, like, in the next day or 2 or 3.
Yeah.
We'll
Well,
do that.
all right. Nothing
Yeah.
that we can do for the rest of today then, though. Unless you do
All
want to
right,
start
then.
like setting up a camp here, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe.
All right, then.
GG.
All right. Bye, YouTube.
Bye,
Bye,
YouTube.
YouTube.